What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today on the small form factor PC, and today we're gonna finish up Psychonauts. Now, so far, the only computer that didn't really want to play it was the Steam Deck, and I got into it, but I couldn't look at the settings. It wouldn't give me the correct controls no matter what I did, even if I checked it, went in and did the Steam community controller schemes. None of that worked. It was lame, but everything else so far has been pretty good, so hopefully this will be pretty decent too. I mean, it played the second game at 4K. Should be able to play the first one at 4K as well, but we're gonna try it anyway, just to make sure. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop ourselves into the game. All right, so here's the settings we're gonna do. 4K, just max everything out. This time turning VSync off actually mattered, so I did do that. It wasn't mattering on anything up until this point, so I just left it on. I, in fact, thought it was a limited to 60 FPS game until now, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Because even the small form, or even the Firebat Mini PC didn't do anything. I turned it off, still was locked to 60. So, anyway though, let's hop into the game. Let's see what kind of FPSs it gets. Well, alright, let's get ourselves a little gameplay here. At least this one worked properly. That's why I like Relive and Shadowplay. They don't really mess up too much. OBS can be a bit of a pill sometimes, unless you're using it with like a capture card or something. Then it doesn't really mess up too much. Every once in a while they'll lie to me and say something's recording audio, and then I'll pop in and be like, oh, there is no audio. Fantastic. You know? But other than that, it's pretty reliable. However, when you're trying to use it to just record videos right on the source, sometimes it's a pill. At least I figured this stuff out after just like pressing a bunch of buttons. Back with the whole trapeze thing. You just have to hit like Y and whatnot. But on this, you can also just like get on the tops and just jump from one to one. You don't even have to like trapeze over. So that's at least nice. Huh, that thing looks like the frickin' logo that Linus had with frickin' what the heck did they call it? Like the dick butt frickin' duck thing. Thing looked hilarious. Wonder if they played this game and that's where they got the inspiration from, or if it's just a coincidence. Man, that lighter sounds so nice.
As you can see, the trapeze is very difficult.
I have to stop myself from just opening it up and closing it to hear the sound, because I know the more times I do that, the quicker it'll break. And the dang lighter weighs almost as much as my cell phone. If you can believe that. Thing's a solid hunk of copper. And at first I thought, oh well, maybe it's just plated copper or something. Well, if it is, the plating sure doesn't come off easy. Because, I mean, it's already been on fire a bunch around the flame. And there was a bunch of black stuff. Wiped it off with like a little microfiber cloth and didn't take any of the finish off. Still looks brand new, in fact. Now, if I would have done that with one of those cheap $12 Chinese lighters I got, I mean, this thing's Chinese too, I'm pretty sure. But one of the cheaper Chinese lighters, that thing would have just wiped all the black paint off. Because it's not like they what do they call it? Ionized the metal black or anything. The only time I see people do that is with like the higher end swords and pocket knives and stuff. Usually if it's colored black, it's usually just like painted. Or sometimes powder coated. Oh, I guess, does powder coating just technically count as a type of painting? Don't really know. I know a little bit about cars here and there, but I'm not a huge, like a master mechanic by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, funny enough, my real dad's an engineer, and then my stepdad is a master mechanic. But he's retired now, but I should say was a master mechanic.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
I kind of wonder, what are all the mechanics supposed to do once, like, the world does convert mostly to electric cars? That's gonna be kind of lame. They can't really work on that shit. I mean, with Tesla, unless it's a really big issue, they just like send a guy in a van to your house. That's pretty damn convenient, not gonna lie. Still makes me excited to get my Tesla. But I still want some gas-powered cars too. I don't want to only have an electric world, that would be lame as hell. I still want to hear my engine. Oh shit. Well, that sucked. Let's try moving a little over to the right next time. That's generally what I try to do in games. Instead of getting all like butthurt and angry and shout and whatnot and break a bunch of shit, it's like, oh, whatever, I messed up. It's a video game. I'm not that great at most video games anyway, so of course I'm gonna mess up. So let's just see, why did I mess up and fix it? Last time it seemed like A, I didn't have enough speed and I didn't seem to aim myself properly, so let's go all the way over here and let's give it another shot. I think we can do it this time. Make sure we got enough speed this time. There we go, and then we can hop right on over. We're golden. Hey, a tree. Aw, shit. Anytime there's rails and stuff like this, it always makes me think of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I had a bunch of fun with those games. And I didn't really, up until that point, like 3D kind of Sonic-ified games. They tried to do like 3D Sonic a little bit on like the Genesis and the Sega Saturn, and I just didn't really like it very much. But I will say, even in the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, it was kind of hard to aim. Haha, take that, broccoli boy. Anyway, that guy's a prick anyway. He was trying to bully me earlier in the game. Hey, it's a little shrimp creature. Oh, it's a teleporter dude, that's right. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty interesting game. I liked the second one, so I went and decided I'd get the first one and play it. So I figured, well, might as well make some videos on the 4 computers that I play easy to run games on. I mean, it's not like the small form factor computer's weak or anything, but I always play games on it to try to compare it to what it would have been like to play on the Firebat. Anyway, though, why don't we go ahead and move on to some camera? Alright, let's get ourselves some camera reported gameplay. Oh, dang, I was doing so good, too. I wanted to prove him wrong and do it my first try, but... Unfortunately, the backwards controls messed me up a lot, too. I'm still trying to figure out what that's for. Is it just there to fuck with you, or is there, like... Some people, like, just like it being backwards? I just don't know why, but they wouldn't make it that way for, like, no reason, I wouldn't think. Okay. Yeah. Just a quick jump. Alright, well, at least I did it my second try. I would have liked to have done it my first try, but hey.
Hello? Hello? Guess I'm early.
Hold it right there, son. Now, just what in the Sam Hill do you think you're doing in there?
I was just looking for a way out.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't think you'd get to the end so fast. Dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all. You surprised me out there, kid. Here, you've earned this. Your first Psychonaut Merit Badge.
All right.
But I'm always glad to see a soldier come back from the field alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back in. I left some good men back there.
Okie dokie then. At least we prevailed.
Way to make us look bad in there. We're in trouble now. Bobby Zilch ain't happy.
You better watch yourself, Gogglelicious.
What's that, hair boy? You want a piece of me?
Hey, Brainiacs. Settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend?
No. Because Sasha 9 is standing right behind you.
Your performance, young cadet, was outstanding. I'd like you to report to my lab for some advanced training.
Advanced, eh?
Raz the Spaz is gonna be in a special class. Benny, remind me to give him a special beating later, okay?
These tests
That's
are
rich coming from a guy who couldn't even complete basic training. All right.
But if you happen to drop in, well, what could I do? Let me just give you this. Remember, your talent will always set you apart, Rasputin. Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
Wait! I don't even know what your lab is! Is this some kind of test?
Probably.
Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
And now I'm hearing things.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. All right. But now that I've done that dude's training, I should be able to get past that old dude by the bridge who wouldn't let me by before.
No passing.
But I need to get to Sasha 9's secret lab.
Maybe you should have thought of that before.
I did think of that before. That's why I'm here now.
Exactly. Now you gotta pay the toll. 1 arrowhead. Pay up.
I found this thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb, right? The camp's built on an Indian burial ground and...
Oh my gosh! Indians buried their dead here?
Ew! I hope not. No, stupid. They buried their arrowheads here. They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas once in a while. Just like Coach Oleander. So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them right out. Like truffles. Anyway, let me have one of yours.
Whoa there, you. Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list. Report back to me when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get!
Hey, items, you'll be promoted 4 ranks. Alright.
So where do I... Hey, where'd he go?
He poofed.
How does that old guy get around so fast?
Well, he's probably got psychic powers. He could probably teleport. That'd be my guess. Alright, so up here's some more of that stuff. So we've already got our arrowhead that we spent back.
What you doing there?
We're making friendship bracelets. You know, for our friends.
Well, alright. I think that's just about good enough for camera recorded gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Psychonauts on the small form factor PC, and it did a great job. And this one at least let me go past 60. Now the other systems really wanted me to. Now, the 2 handhelds I can understand. I mean, the Steam Deck wouldn't even let me get into the settings screen in the first place. But on the Ally, it was probably because I looked and tried to turn it off while I had it hooked up to the capture computer, and sometimes that thing just limits it to 60 whether you turn VSync off or not. Not all the time, but apparently in this game it did. Not that most people want to go unrestricted FPS on their handhelds, but I do anyway, just so we can see what it can do most of the time. But this game didn't let me. Don't know why the Fire Bat didn't want to work. That one usually doesn't have any restrictions. So I tried it on there too, and it didn't want to work either. It was just 60. So I figured this was another game that was 60 only. But then I got to this computer, I tried turning it off, and lo and behold, I get like 1,000 FPS. So I was like, okie dokie. Glad I try it out every time and don't just assume the settings are going to be the same on every computer, you know? But in any case, obviously it handles it no problem. An older kind of game, it should handle it no problem. But sometimes you'll get stutters and a bunch of crap. But not looking like this time. This time it was smooth as butter. I mean, it better be. It was getting like 1,000 FPS most of the time. But in any case, though, that's all I got for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.